Greetings, boils and ghouls. Your old pal is back with another spine-chilling tale. But tonight, we're not lurking in the shadows of the crypt. Oh no. We're embarking on a ghastly, globe-trotting adventure. I hope you've packed your fear case. Imagine, my dear fright seekers, waking up one day to find that the world's most iconic landmarks have vanished into thin air. Now, that's a real sight for sore eyes, isn't it? Tonight, we'll delve into the top 10 disturbing times when famous landmarks just disappeared. So buckle up, kiddies, it's going to be a terrifying trip. In at number 10, we have the Great Sphinx of Giza, a true marvel of the ancient world. But did you know there was a time when this colossal cat got lost in the sands of time? Yes, indeed. The Great Sphinx, with its lion's body and human head, has been a silent witness to Egypt's history for millennia. But for a long period, this magnificent monument was buried up to its neck in sand, hidden from the world. The desert, with its ever-shifting sands, swallowed the Sphinx whole, hiding it from the eyes of the world. It wasn't until the 19th century that the Sphinx was fully excavated, revealing its grandeur to the world once more. The process was painstaking, with archaeologists carefully removing the sand grain by grain to prevent damage to the ancient statue. A perfectly horrifying hide-and-seek, wouldn't you say? Coming in at number 9, we sail to the island of Rhoades, where once stood a towering titan, the Colossus of Rhoades. This giant statue, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, was a sight to behold. Standing at a height of 33 meters, it was said to be so tall that ships could sail between its legs. But alas, this giant took a tumble during an earthquake in 226 BC and was never seen again. The remains lay scattered for centuries until they were sold off by invaders. The Colossus was a symbol of the city's wealth and power, and its loss was a devastating blow. Today, all that remains are stories and legends, a haunting reminder of the transience of human achievement. A real ground-shaking shocker, eh, kiddies? At number 8, we find ourselves in the heart of India, where the Koh-i-Noor Diamond once sparkled. This gem, whose name means Mountain of Light, has a history as rich and colorful as the country itself. Passed down through generations of Indian, Persian, and Afghan rulers, it was finally seized by the British in the 19th century. But this gem has a gory history, my dear ghouls. Stolen, lost, and cursed, it disappeared from sight, only to resurface in the British crown jewels. The Koh-i-Noor is said to bring great fortune to its owner, but also great turmoil. Kings have fought over it, nations have claimed it, and yet it remains shrouded in mystery and intrigue. A real gem of a ghost story, wouldn't you say? Number 7 takes us to the chilly depths of Antarctica. The South Magnetic Pole, a landmark not of stone or metal, but of pure magnetic force, has been playing a deadly game of hide-and-seek. Unlike its geographic counterpart, the magnetic pole isn't fixed. It wanders, moving around and causing all sorts of navigational nightmares. Over the last century, it has moved hundreds of kilometers. This constant movement is due to changes in the Earth's core, which generates our planet's magnetic field. For mariners and explorers, the shifting magnetic pole can play havoc with compass readings. And for the rest of us, it's a chilling reminder of the unpredictable forces that shape our world. Now that's what I call a moving story. In at number 6, we have the Amber Room in Russia. Once considered the 8th wonder of the world, this room was a sight to behold. Walls lined with amber panels backed with gold leaf and mirrors, it was a masterpiece of Baroque art. But during World War II, this room was stripped bare by Nazi soldiers and has never been seen since. Despite numerous attempts to locate and restore it, the original Amber Room remains one of history's greatest mysteries. The Amber Room was a gift to Peter the Great in 1716, celebrating peace between Russia and Prussia. Over the years, it was expanded and embellished until it covered over 55 square meters and contained over 6 tons of amber. The Nazis, with their love for art and treasure, couldn't resist its allure. They dismantled the room and shipped it to Germany, where it disappeared in the chaos of the war's end. Despite extensive investigations and even a full-scale reconstruction in the Catherine Palace, the original Amber Room is still missing. Talk about a room with a boo. Halfway there, my dear fright seekers, number 5 brings us to the New World, where the Roanoke Colony once stood. In the late 16th century, all its inhabitants vanished without a trace, leaving behind only a cryptic message, Croatoan. Despite numerous investigations and theories, the fate of the Roanoke colonists remains one of history's most chilling unsolved mysteries. Did they starve? Were they attacked? Or did they simply abandon their settlement and assimilate with local tribes? The truth, it seems, has been lost to time. The Roanoke Colony was England's first foothold in the New World, a brave attempt to establish a permanent settlement across the ocean. But when supply ships returned to the colony in 1590, they found it deserted, with no sign of struggle or battle. The only clue was the word Croatoan carved into a post. Despite numerous searches and excavations, no trace of the colonists has ever been found. Now that's a real mystery. At number 4, we visit the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. These legendary gardens were said to be a sight to behold, but no one knows where they were or if they even existed at all. Described by ancient writers as a marvel of terraces filled with exotic plants and trees, watered by ingenious irrigation systems, the gardens were a testament to human ingenuity. But despite their fame, no archaeological evidence of their existence has ever been found. The Hanging Gardens are one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, but unlike the others, their location and very existence remain a mystery. Some believe they were destroyed by an earthquake, others that they were a figment of Greek imagination. But the dream of the Hanging Gardens, a green oasis in the heart of the desert, continues to captivate us. Talk about a garden of missing delights. Coming in at number 3, we have the Library of Alexandria, once the largest library in the ancient world. But a devastating fire turned this beacon of knowledge into ashes. This grand library, home to thousands of scrolls containing the wisdom of the ancient world, was destroyed in a great fire. The loss of the Library of Alexandria is considered one of the greatest intellectual tragedies in history. The knowledge that was lost in the flames is irreplaceable. The Library of Alexandria was more than just a library. It was a symbol of culture and learning. It was here that great thinkers like Euclid and Archimedes studied, and where the works of Homer and Plato were kept. But in a tragic twist of fate, this beacon of knowledge was destroyed in a fire. The exact cause of the fire is unknown, with suspects ranging from Julius Caesar to religious riots. But the result was the same: the loss of a vast treasure trove of human knowledge. Now that's a real burn. At number 2, we find ourselves in the bustling city of Boston, where the Great Molasses Flood occurred. A massive tank burst and flooded the streets with molasses, but today there's no trace of this sticky situation. In 1919, a storage tank holding over 2 million gallons of molasses burst, sending a wave of the sticky substance through the streets at an estimated 35 miles per hour. The flood killed 21 people and injured 150. Today, on hot summer days, some say you can still smell the sweet scent of molasses in the North End. The Great Molasses Flood, also known as the Boston Massacre, was one of the most bizarre disasters in American history. A warm day, a faulty tank, and a tidal wave of molasses. It sounds like a recipe for a horror movie, doesn't it? But for the residents of Boston's North End, it was all too real. Buildings were swept off their foundations, people were trapped in the sticky tide, and a city was left to pick up the pieces. A sweet but deadly tale. And finally, at number 1, we have the lost city of Atlantis. This legendary city is said to have sunk into the sea in a single day and night of misfortune. First mentioned by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, Atlantis was supposedly a powerful and advanced kingdom that sank in a night of cataclysm into the ocean. Despite countless expeditions and theories, the true location and existence of Atlantis remain a mystery. Atlantis has captured the human imagination for over 2 millennia. It's been the subject of countless books, movies, and theories, all trying to pinpoint its location and explain its downfall. Was it off the coast of Spain, in the Caribbean, or was it purely a product of Plato's imagination, a cautionary tale of hubris and divine punishment? We may never know, but the legend of Atlantis, a city that vanished in a single day and night of misfortune, continues to haunt us. A chilling reminder that even the greatest can fall. And there you have it, my dear ghouls, the top 10 disturbing times when famous landmarks just vanished. Remember, not everything is as it seems, and sometimes the world can be a real scream.